Did you know that most gyms are running ads with templated offers and cookie cutter creatives? And those template ads are exactly why most owners think Facebook ads don't work anymore. Here's a controversial truth no one wants to admit. Facebook and Instagram ads aren't broken. You're just running the exact same boring campaign as every other studio and wondering why your audience isn't responding to your ads like they used to. I'm Alec Littlejohn, and over the past 8 years, I've managed millions of dollars in ad spend for fitness studios. I've watched studio owners blame the platform, blame iOS updates, and blame everything except the real issue. They're all fishing in the same pond as their competitors with identical bait. When Facebook and Instagram ads first became popular, it was pretty easy to run the ads. Now that things have gotten a lot harder and requires more thinking, testing, and creativity, everybody just claims that they no longer work. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you a Facebook ad library search that's going to make you realize why your ads are failing. I'm also going to prove to you with real data how differentiating yourself can drop your cost per lead and increase your bookings and show ups. And I'm going to give you the exact testing framework that stops you from ever running a Me Too campaign again. But first, I want to show you something that's going to make you angry about how much money you've probably wasted on copycat marketing. Okay, if we head over to Google and we go to Facebook ad library, I'm just going to quickly show you. Now, what you want to do is you want to plug in exactly what type of offer that you're running. And so if I head here and go to all locations, ideally, if you want to be checking in your actual country, put your actual country in here. For the sake of this, I'm going to do all. We're going to do all ads, and I'll just type in 6-week fitness offer. Okay, so now that I have this out, it's going to start showing you a couple of different examples. As I keep scrolling down, you're going to see a ton of different locations running this exact same style offer. As I scroll down here, we're going to start to see these different style of images. A lot of these, text-based Canva style graphics are being used. These ones too, with all this text over it. These ones here, Mesa ladies age 30 to 60. Constantly. If you just keep scrolling down here, you're going to see just how similar everybody's ads are. Not only that, you're going to see a lot of the same exact offers being run. Now, if you want to take this a step further to see what's happening in your actual market, what you can do is you can go to a Facebook profile on any of your competitors. So here's an example. If I hop into Facebook over here and I just search for whatever studio it is. And so in this case here, I will just go to CrossFit Mainline in Wayne, just as an example here. If I click into the actual account here, go to go to about, and then page transparency, and then I can see here that this page is currently running ads. And so the easiest way to see your competitors' ads is to go to each of their Facebook pages, come over to the page transparency section, and pull up the ads library of the ads that they have running. And so you can see here, they're running this style of ad. And so what you want to do here is you actually want to see and compare the types of offers that your competitors are running and compare them with what you're actually running. Now, here's what most studio owners miss. When everybody in your 5-mile radius is running the same style of offer, you create what we call audience blindness. Your prospects have seen this offer so many times that their brain literally filters it out. Now, it's not just about the offer. If your creatives are a similar style, they look and feel the exact same, well, it's going to create the same audience blindness. If you're running a free 6-week challenge, but you have 6 other locations doing the exact same thing, just think about how that is for the prospects. They're seeing every studio run the same offer. They've probably been into one of the other locations and seen the process where they know it's not actually a free 6-week challenge they're getting. And if people in your location have been running that offer for long enough, most people will know about it. And so what generally ends up happening is markets that are familiar with these types of offers become a sophisticated market. And so we need other strategies and other differentiators to stand out in your market. Now, let me show you how simple it is to actually combat this with some proof. Okay, so here's a screenshot taken for one of our offer tests. And what you're going to notice is that there's a drastic difference in the cost per lead just by changing the offer. The actual asset, the creative that we're using here is identical amongst them all. Same is the copy. The only thing we adjusted is the offer in the headline to prove the differences between stats across the different offers. And so what you can see here is 7 classes for $7 had a $27 cost per lead. 5 days for $5, $19. 5 classes for $5, about $17. A 15-day tone and sculpt for $15 was generating $6 leads. It also had 35 leads that came in here. We also see a 42-day slim down program for for $42, at $5.49. We also have this 21-day program for $3. And the purpose of this is to showcase just how making a simple change to the offer can differentiate yourself. For them, they had a ton of other studios that were running 6-week challenges. And so we adjusted things. We started running 15 days, 21 days. We changed it up. We adjusted the hooks as well to figure out which styles of hooks was actually resonating. And then from here, we rolled out some more tests in differentiating the creatives, having some videos, some selfie videos, some different styles where we included elements to the hook of the video where, it's somebody who basically falls down and then it's basically like somebody getting up. So these creative styles to differentiate ourselves in order to keep the costs down and in order to improve stats on the back end as well. Now, what this really showcases, if you just simply picked one of these other offers instead of actually doing a test like this, you could be generating a lead cost that's substantially higher. Let's just say, for example, you're running a 6-week challenge right now and your cost per lead is around $25. Well, what if you just did a simple offer change and you could drop that cost per lead from $25 all the way to $10? That's how big of a difference this type of testing can make to really differentiate yourself and remove those audience blinders from your market. Now, the other thing you can do after running a test like this is you can take that winning offer and actually roll it out as a reactivation, which, because you've been running a standard offer for so long that looks like everybody else's, when you reach out to your list of leads with this brand new offer that you've already proven to work on a cold market, you're now leveraging that for your warm list of leads that you generated over the years. Now, the reason these testing systems are so important is because you can get by audience blindness. When people see the same pattern repeatedly, their brains start to ignore it as background noise. This is exactly what's happened with fitness studio offers and everybody using the same types of creatives. Your ideal client has probably seen these types of free week, 6-week challenges, or even these low barrier $10 for 10 days or $7 for 7 days at least 20 times in the past month, maybe even more. So when your ad shows up with the same offer structure, even if your studio is completely different and has an amazing asset, and even if your classes are life-changing, their brain categorizes it with all the other gym ads they've seen and they keep scrolling. But here's where the opportunity lies. When we test unique offers and creatives, we can break the pattern and get prospects to stop and pay attention. This is exactly what we do with all the fitness studios that we work for, and we can typically reduce their cost per lead overnight by roughly 50%. Same audience, same budget, same classes, different packaging. Not only that, but we can also position ourselves in a way where we attract the people we want to attract. But that's not the only thing that this can do. This can also help you get very specific about who you want to attract. And then you can design your ads in those ways, ultimately helping you convert more leads into bookings, shows, and membership sales. So the best thing that you can do to differentiate yourself is to put in place an offer and creative testing framework that actually differentiates yourself rather than you just blending in with all the other studios competing in the same area. So let me share the exact system we use to find winning offers and creatives that haven't been beaten to death in your market. It's an isolated variable testing system, and it's the difference between guessing what's going to work and actually knowing what's going to work. Phase 1 is going to be offer testing. This is where we create 4 to 5 completely different offers, and then we test them with identical creatives, copy, and targeting, and the only thing that changes is the headline offer. With this test, we're not just testing price points, we're testing different angles, different time frames, different value propositions, etc. Maybe one focuses on weight loss while another on strength or another on stress relief. Phase 2 is going to be hook testing. Once we find the winning offer style, we test different hooks or angles for that same offer. So if a 14-day tone and sculpt works, we're going to test a 14-day core restore versus a slim down versus an hourglass versus a full body revamp. You get the idea. Phase 3 is going to be copy testing. We are going to take our winning offer and hook, and we're going to test different story angles and copy approaches to see what resonates most with the audience. Keep in mind with your copy test, you want it to be specific to the people you want to attract. Phase 4 is going to be our creative testing. This is where we test different visuals, videos, selfie videos, group training class videos, and as many different creative approaches that we can think of. Now, keep in mind with each of these different creatives, you do want to have some element that showcases the offer and hook combination that we just proved with our previous phases of testing. The key to any proper testing system is to make sure that you are isolating the variable at which you're testing. We're never testing multiple variables at once because you can't tell what's actually creating the result. Now, if you want more details on this testing system, I'll put a video up here so you can see exactly how to walk through this testing system. And other than that, if you found this video helpful, please leave it a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this on how to grow your studio.